the left-hand pair of carbs, right-hand pair of carbs. They are different from each other, and we'll try and point out any, or I'll try and identify any key differences for myself as we go. Okay. So I want to separate these two carburetors. This piece, this bracket here, is the carb holder. Okay, it's worth noticing you've got a couple of O-ring picks somewhere. Okay, point to note about this bracket that holds them together is it's curved. So the curved side goes towards the carbs. Okay, so what's holding it together at the minute? We've got some pipes, but we've also got this linkage. So this linkage, if I operate this side here, it goes through this one and it operates that one. So what I'll do is I'll just separate it at that circlip there. Circlip off. Once you've got the arm off, there's a little washer behind. So what I can do is put the washer back on and put that circlip onto there so we don't lose it. So your fuel line comes down from the tank, feeds into this carburetor, T-piece goes along and into this carb. Just going to separate it here. Put that one down for a second, and then we'll strip down cylinder 3 first. Start by taking off the top cover. Okay. So according to the manual, we're just going to lay out the top cover, the gasket and the 2 screws. I can't separate this gasket at the moment without destroying it. I'm waiting for the new one to arrive, so I'll just leave that stuck to that. Okay, with the top done, we're now working left to right across this image here, and very grainy, hard to make out is this little assembly here. So we're going to take that off with a 12mm. So nut, spring washer. The arm's got a flat cut into it there. With the joint off to the left-hand side, which brings it away from the path of the plunger. Okay.
Yep.
As you've removed this arm, be careful not to misplace this plastic fibre washer which goes on the carburetor side of that arm. Now we remove the 7mm bolt that holds this assembly and stops it from being withdrawn. Okay, we now should be able to withdraw the assembly. The spring is still firmly attached to it. Okay, so as it starts to come out, you've got to be mindful of the fact that there's a couple of little, here we go, rubber seal, one on this side and one you can see it's still sat in position there. Okay, just a quick note on the seal, the open side as opposed to the closed side, the open side goes to the outside, but I'll just put that to one side there. Okay, now we're going to extract the lever, which is going to bring with it the jet needle and the throttle valve. Okay, I'm not going to do any disassembly of that just yet. What I will point out is the position of this spring in here, because I'm fairly positive that all that I have to do is pull this to the left and then that spring is going to come loose. So it's worth noticing the orientation of that. Cool. Okay, now we're going to remove the float bowl cover. Okay, just going to retrieve the base gasket. And before I get too carried away, something I probably should have done earlier, just take this plunger out, one of the choke plungers. It's alright, take 2 seconds. put the little fiddly bits for the base in here.
Yeah.
We've got the retainer. And that holds that float seat in there. Got the main jet. This is what I was talking to Bill about during the week. I said, this looks really odd because I was expecting it to be brass. It actually looks more like plastic. The washer is brass. Drop that in there for a sec. But that's plastic. I don't know why it's plastic. It's not meant to be plastic, not as far as I know. Just going to take that piece of pipe off of there. Okay, now I'm going to remove the needle jet. Notice that there's a cutaway portion there. See, there's a pin that locates it. Okay, so that would be held up by the main jet, the plastic main jet there, and that washer. That was holding it up. And in operation, the throttle valve and the jet needle go down. They go into this piece. But I'm just going to quickly pop it out. Okay. There it is. Cool. So there was a chap I was watching during the week, and he had some replacement. Hold on. Yeah, he had some replacement needle jets from Yambits, and he was looking at all of the holes and how holes were staggered and kind of all over the place and not particularly well manufactured. So if this is in good condition and we can clean it up nice, then this is probably going to go back in.
Cool.
Okay, so the floats and the little float valve there, that sits inside that, and these need changing as a set. That's if you're going to change them. Now, the kit comes with new ones. Apparently the way with a ridge in them, that's what the manual says anyway. There you go. Okay, so I was having a little bit of a problem getting this pilot jet out of here. So I've just applied some heat with the old Bunsen burner to the outside aluminium body until I could see bubbles forming around there, and then had another go, and it's now starting to unscrew. Although the whole thing's kind of warm now, so my finger's getting Why do you laugh at me getting hurt like that? You're evil.
It's funny. I don't know why.
Sick individual.
I can't be the only person that does that.
Well, laughing at me.
Laughing at somebody when they shouldn't.
Yeah, okay. So that's that. That goes in there. Ready?
Yeah.
You got me with my marigolds on. Okay, quick note in here. Wash the carburetor in petroleum-based solvent. Do not use any caustic carburetor cleaning solutions, and blow out all passages and jets with compressed air. Is this caustic? I don't know. Claims to be throttle body and carby cleaner. So I'm going to give this a go. It does say, it talks you through the directions, use it on the exterior, spray it for a minute, and then clean it off. So we'll do that. I just want to see what it'll do. Give that a minute.
See how it goes. Dave's cooking.
some crabs. Boil some crabs up here.
Really? Where did that come from?
I've no idea.
We don't even eat crab.
I know. I'm not a fucking cook. I don't know. The weird main jet, plastic one.
I named that tune in one.
God, that's showing your age there,
Crab
Trek.
hand.
Okay, assembly, reverse of the disassembly, and we'll get onto the float height adjustment measurement piece in a minute or two. So we'll stick it back together. Let's see, where should we start?
In the beginning.
In the beginning. Okay, so that's nice and clean. That's going to end up that side. So line up the cutaway groove with where the pin is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if I can do that. Okay, there's my cutaway. Sorry. As you can see, it's just lining up there.
Yeah.
Okay, nicely clicked into place. It shouldn't take a huge amount of force or anything because it's all nicely machined fits. So when it's coming apart, it's a pain in the butt because it's been sitting there for ages in gunk. I just slid in there, lovely. That's nice. I'm happy about that. Sad.
Mm-hmm. A comment. So this will be one down.
You missed one.
What did you miss?
There's a jet in here.
Oh. Need a little tiny screwdriver.
Okay.
Found it.
Yeah, I got it out, yeah. I'm just gonna give it another clean now. It's nice and clear. That's good. You can feel that properly.
Everybody's screaming at you going, you missed one, you muppet.
No, because what we'll do is
Give that bit up.
we'll show you the other one. Cheat. Okay, so hold the carburetor in an upside down position. Tilt it 60-70 degrees. So the end of the float valve does not hang down as a result of the float weight. Measure the distance from the mating surface of the float chamber gasket removed to the top of the float. Note the float should be just rested on but not depressing the spring-loaded inlet needle.
Like you said. Yeah.
Okay, so that originally was like over 23, if not 24 mil, but now it's at just touching 22 mil. It says 21 mil plus or minus a mil, so I'm going to take that as okay. Okay, and I'll temporarily put it together with the old gasket. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just going to drop that into there, and then we should have one of these seals. Make sure we get it the right way around. That way around. And, oh yeah, the spring. Now, here's the thing. If I recall, right, so the spring actually goes. You know the tail piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's got to go between those two sort of screws there. Pliers, please.
All good.
Getting there? Yeah.
Cool.
Getting there. There we go. Right.
I think it's dinner time.
I think it is. Yep.
According to Bailey, anyway.
Well, I've just spent $300 for the sake of it. I mean, there's little bits of pipe that I needed anyway. There's no way I could use those bits.
It's expensive bloody pipe.
But yeah, look, I mean, this one, I won't be changing the jets and stuff, and just leave it as it is at the minute.
Well, you've got the other one to do anyway, so.
Yeah, so spares.
What's that bit do?
What does that bit do? Wish I knew. Okay, so this one's been exactly the same as the other one. Spring goes up against that peg there, goes over there. So this end of the spring and everything's slightly different, but the internals are the same. So you've got a 7mm bolt to remove. You just want to do a quick comparison before and after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty gungy or whatever. Had every single jet and passageway has been out. It's been cleaned. The body's been in the ultrasonic. We haven't changed any parts at the moment because obviously not obviously, but as unfortunately we've got no parts here just yet. But yeah, happy with that. The float bowls, the floats themselves, both had to be brought back by about 1 millimeter. They just seem to be a little bit too high. It's supposed to be 21mm plus or minus 1mm. I've set them at 22. They were at 23. So
Awesome.
cool. Okay. A couple of details I just want to pick up. Well, it's really the position of these clear pipes going up here. So this is the left-hand bank, and we've got these two. Sorry, yeah, that one coming down there. This one going up to there. We've got this T shape here, coming down to there, T down to there, and this goes all the way up there.
Mm-hmm.
And this one comes around the back, just seems to go nowhere at the minute. It just seems to sort of stop about there. And then we've got here another little pipe coming up. So this is that's the cylinder one. This will be cylinder 2. Cylinder 2's got this part coming up here. Any other details? No, I think that's it. Cool.
Okay,
See this?
cool. Yeah.
This is the choke plunger.
Yeah.
I was undoing it and I was thinking, well, that seems a bit odd. And as it goes at the minute, I'll be lucky if that, yeah, actually that spring might be okay, but anyway, pop back in a few minutes. Trying to grip that on the outside, not on the inside, because obviously that's where you're at risk of damaging the seating side of it. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Add a little bit more WD-40, I think.
But the whole thing is definitely way dirtier. Maybe this was on there.
Oh, you didn't see the second carb, did you?
No.
This is carb number 3. So the first carb that we actually stripped that everyone could see,
Yeah.
we'd actually already stripped that last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, they've largely been the same as this, except for that choke plunger. That was really bad. There we go. It's like pulling teeth, isn't it? So I'm using this your little thing that sits in the parts washer.
Another one of the items that you claim from my kitchen.
Yeah, your kitchen's getting robbed of stuff.
Well done.
What are you doing?
I was just going to lift this up so
Oh, okay.
you can see how it is inside.
Yeah.
This is now get my hands dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're rattling through this.
That's good.
Let's take these. I mean, yeah. It all needs doing properly.
So we will come back when it's all nice and clean.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yes.
That'll be warm.
Yeah.
We'll cut to the voila stage.
Okay. Well,
That was a breeze.
that was easy. Yeah. Just came out, just super easy. No,
Ignore the blowtorch.
ignore the blowtorch. Ignore all of the brass particles on the top of it, which you'll see in a sec. We have replacements coming. Look at that. You see it?
Yeah, it's all right. I was too close. It's out of focus.
Okay. I'll put it in the cleaner anyway. Right. Have we got anything else in there? I think it's hot now. Oh yeah. I've got to pop that out. There she goes. I think the heat's transferred all through the body and loosened stuff up. Wonder if it's done any good for the choke. So it's hot now. Nope. Okay, so this is going into the ultrasonic bath.
As is.
As is.
Well,
Whew. So looking good.
yeah.
Okay, so that's the choke plunger finally out.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help with that, because that was a 3 or 4 handed job.
Cool. Too easy. And massive difference between as it was, colour wise, and how it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, well done.
Thank you, baby, and thank you again for the help. As I said, I really couldn't have done that without you. The springs seen better days.
Do they come with new springs in the kit?
You don't get the choke pieces at all. I mean, it's still springy.
Springy?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Spring springs?
That's the technical term. But I think what we'll do is we'll put that together with a little bit of grease and lube and whatever, just for now, and shop around for
New springs.
Yeah, if possible, yeah. With a great deal of help from outside agencies, as in there's at least 3 key people that are sort of messaging, sending me emails and putting comments in as well. And I really do appreciate that. So this week's top 5 lessons are things that Dave could do better. The squish test exercise. This needs to be done horizontally with the crank pins, not front to back as I did it. So we'll do that in a second, see what the numbers. Number 1. All right, number 1, pinched across the frame in line with the gudgeon pin. 1.77 still. All right. This is number 3. Okay, I'm getting like 1.83, 1.84. Okay, so cylinder 2, the lower, 2.10 was 2.07 last week. Going forwards, going horizontally with the pin, 2.10.
Cool.
Cylinder number 4 is 2.12, is 4/100ths more of a mil. Tip, add a bit of thread lock to the generator bolt. When assembling this side of the engine, thread lock on the primary gears. Also, to enable the water pump, when you're bringing the water pump in, rotate the crankshaft so that the splines have a chance to mesh together and you're not forcing them. There is a chance you can break them. When refitting the engine, if you do it with the spark plugs out, there's less chance of them striking the frame. Check valves. These can be taken off and cleaned with a bit of brake cleaner. 3/4 of the way through. This choke costs us a lot of time. This one feels practically the same. You can see a before and after there as well. Anyway, we'll get on to that on Friday. For now, just in case that's as far as we got on this episode, I'll sign off now and see you next time.
Right. Bye.
Bye.